tired and I'm stressed.
So who cares? Why not do your own thing and let them say what they want?
What's up, guys, and welcome to my balcony that I've finally turned into my little fake backyard. I just set it up, so I'm going to be looking at the viewfinder, which is above the camera. Also, these eyelashes I'm trying out, everything is weird. I just wanted to make sure I got you guys a video this Friday because it's been 2 Fridays since I haven't. I have been going through so many little trials and tribulations that are very annoying lately, so I haven't been able to keep up with the stuff that doesn't make me a ton of money or doesn't make me any money at all. YouTube, still demonetized, by the way. And if you want to support, as always, get the sexy content. It's patreon.com/TaraBabcock, onlyfans.com/TaraBabcock, and Fansly. My username there is TaraBabcock too. I wanted to just talk to you guys and update you guys. I don't know. I actually have to leave soon. This is so stressful. You don't even know. All right, let me go back a little bit. All right, so we did our annual trip, and you're gonna hear city noise. Hopefully, I am better heard than the city noise because it gets a little crazy down here. We went on our trip to Brecon Vale. This time we stayed in Vale. Oh, it was so fucking fun. It was so nice. Like, we just snowboarded a bunch, and the coolest thing is that I actually feel a lot more comfortable snowboarding now. I could do left and right turns and stuff, and I could just kind of coast down, but I would always end up getting really tired because I would be so afraid to catch speed that I would have to like slide stop like all the fucking time. But now I can kind of just go choo choo. Like, it's so amazing, and I still do feel like going fast is fucking terrifying, so I don't do that as often. But when I stop, I'm able to just go like this a lot more to stop, and I can stop both ways, and I've just kind of forced myself to get it down. And now that I've gotten it down, I am just like obsessed. Like, I want to go all the time. I want to go again. I've been trying to convince Hunter to go again because we have like the 3-day weekend this weekend, Martin Luther King Day, but he's like, no, we need like a chill weekend, which we do. So we were gonna do dry January, right? He had some like lawyer thing where he was going to a Knights game and he was gonna drink a little bit, and he's like, after that, let's do dry January. And I'm like, that sounds good because, you know, I want to make sure that our diet and everything is on, it's like perfect. By the way, since I did the fast, I've kept all the fast lost weight off. So like, I lost 4 pounds during the fast. I've actually kept that off even through vacation. But anyway, so I'm just really hyped, and he's really hyped on just doing everything right. And he was actually talking to me New Year's Eve. We were having like a nice little dinner at this place, and he was telling me, yo, let's just get fucking ripped for summer. Let's do it together. And like, that was music to my ears because I always feel like he always wants to do stuff like that. He always wants to drop body fat down, and he wants to be able to see his abs a little bit more and stuff. But just like saying like, let's do that together, city noise, like I told you, it was just like music to my ears because we're holding each other accountable. So anyway, 2 days after we said we're gonna do dry January, we end up going out to the Knights game, which we weren't gonna drink at. But I was a little bit, honestly, I was a little bit sad because I do like getting like a little buzzed with him, just a little buzzed. So when the beer guy was walking down the aisle going like, beer, 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 he was like, dude, let's just get a beer. Let's just have like 2. We end up seeing his friends, and that was probably our biggest mistake. And then even his friends were like, let's just go somewhere close to home and blah, blah, blah. Fucking long story short, we had to stay up till 9 a.m. and it was like the worst ever. And you know, after that, you have this like anxiety where you're like, fuck, I did not want to do that. I'm so unhappy I did that. This makes me so unhappy. That's how I felt, but I also felt like a failure. We didn't hold to what we were gonna do. It just fucking sucked, all right? It sucked. So I was super sad about that. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the camera. Usually I spend like 15 minutes before a video like looking at myself and making sure like everything's cool and like liking the way that I look and everything, but I'm like looking at this and I'm like, it looks very dark, but this is kind of, I don't know. This is gonna be perfected later. This is just like a fucking, it's like a frantic update video, honestly, because I do kind of want to go home and eat dinner, but I gotta get this done. This is the only time I can film. I'm so stressed, you guys. Honestly, I'm so stressed. Little things have been happening. At our house, the air conditioner just like loudly tries to turn on and then stops. Tries to turn on and then stops. And it's so loud, I shit you not, that I had to go turn off the breaker so we could sleep. Tomorrow, I have to wait for this fucking guy to come and fix it or whatever, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I might have a fucking periodontist appointment where I'm getting like, this is the second time I've done this, by the way. The orthodontist when I was younger like swindled my parents into saying that I needed this surgery, but basically what they need to do is they need to take for like this tooth right here. Looks pretty normal, right? But what's going on is I guess it receded enough to where now it's really cold sensitive. Like I can't even touch it. It's not just cold sensitive, it's anything sensitive. So anytime I touch it, it's like, what the fuck? I've been putting Sensodyne on it, which for some reason works. I put a little dollop on there and then I wait 10 minutes and it's been helping a little bit, but I swear to God, every single orthodontist, periodontist in the state, they're like, oh, I'm only in Vegas 2 days a month. So my choice is to get this surgery where they take cadaver skin and literally like suture it over my tooth, which I had on all of my bottom teeth when I was younger because they were like, eventually it's gonna fucking recede. And now they're telling me that the technique that they used when I was a little kid is like so not used. It's archaic. It's like ancient. They kept saying that, like, you should never do it the way that they did it. So I'm like, oh fuck, that's probably why it didn't make a difference. But I also, my teeth are fine. Like, it's stupid that I'm even having this problem, but it really was a point of stress to me because when I was younger, I had a lot of really aggressive, stressful dental work, one of them being that. And I just, like, I'm stressed out about dental pain. Any dental pain I feel, I'm like, oh God, the world is going to collapse. Like, oh my God. And I just woke up with this. So I have this sensitive tooth. I need to get it fixed. And I can either do it tomorrow at 3 p.m. That's today, you're seeing it today, because it's this moment when this video comes out, I'm either going to be getting surgery for this stupid fucking thing, or I have to have sutures there for a month, or I'm waiting until maybe April or March, depending on, because the two places I went are like, yeah, our dude's only in town for like 1 day a month, so you got to book him that day. And it was a little sketchy because the dude was really knowledgeable. The place was so beautiful that I went to today for the consult, but he was like, want to do it today? I'll stay with you today. We'll just do it today. And it's like, what the fuck? And then I realized, oh, he's only here today and tomorrow, so he's trying to make his buck here in Vegas before he goes back. And he's like, yeah, let's just do it today. And you gotta take like blood work. You gotta take blood to like mix with the cadaver. It's really gross, but it needs to be done because I can't stand this. However, if I have to keep the sutures in for 4 weeks, which he told me I do, I have a trip in 4 weeks. So I don't know if him being here is necessary for me to take the sutures out. I don't know if there's gonna be some weird complication where I'll still have the sutures. So I'm like really stressed about that. I'm just like stressed in general. It's been rough because I feel like I haven't had the motivation to like do the creative part of my job. And when I don't have the motivation to do the creative part of my job, it's really, really hard to do. It's not like a manual labor job. Here I go being like, my job's harder than a manual labor job. It's not like a manual job. You want to make a video about something that's not going to be brought down by your mood, and I'm not a good faker. I'm not a good actress. So if I feel stressed like I do right now, I'm going to tell you guys. Like, I'm telling you guys right now. And I couldn't make any video. Like, I had a video planned that was about like how fucking toxic TikTok is. And then I had another one, the tightness of my pussy, and then another, our fucking trip. I can't do any of those videos and focus on that topic without being like, oh, I'm so stressed about these like 3 or 4 things. And then it's hard for me to be sexy and do my sexy work, which makes all the money, you know? The only thing I can do is hope that I have a lot of content filmed, which I don't right now, and then edit, because I can edit. Like I said, anything that's not like me having to be on or whatever. Not that I'm on, but like I have to focus on a topic that I do want to talk about and I want to do justice to. But if I'm so fucking stressed, I can't fake it. I'm just not good at faking it. So right now I don't have, unfortunately, a lot of stuff to just sit around and edit. So I've just been trying to bang things out today, and I was gonna do a cool video for you guys tomorrow, but I honestly, it's under control a little bit. They've been telling me to put like Sensodyne on it for like 10 seconds. It hurts like fuck once you like start putting it on, but then the pain subsides and it starts actually feeling a little better, and I think it actually is helping. So I've been doing that, and I do feel like I could manage until March or April, but like I hope it's not gonna get worse. You know, it's probably gonna recede more or something, and it could, I don't know. I have to talk to Hunter about it tonight. I literally almost was like, yeah, fuck it. Just fucking do it right now. Let's fucking go, you know? But then I thought about like, oh, you know, the sutures, like what's Hunter gonna think? Like I always want his opinion, you know? So I always want to ask him first. Yeah, I don't know. He and I are really good though. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to talk to you about. There was this crazy thing that happened where we went down a black, and usually I can go down blacks. So it's, if you don't ski or snowboard, green is easiest. Blue is more difficult, it's like intermediate, and then black is like hard terrain, and then double black is like usually like just the middle of nowhere wilderness, super hard, super steep, like I haven't even done a double black, but I can do blacks usually, and I don't do them right. I don't fucking weave through the like, there's these things called moguls, which are like big bumps in the ground, and then you have to go between the bumps, and it's easier for skiers, really hard for snowboarders. Even Hunter can't do it perfectly yet, but I can go down moguls. I'll just go like slide side to side to side. I'll like switch the whole way down, and I'll do it like clumsily, and it'll be really tiring, but I can do them usually. And like steepness, as long as it's semi-groomed or like it's supposed to be like that, I can do that. But we went down this one that was like in a cavern. It was like in a like kind of like a valley, right? And like the middle was just like piles of snow, and I didn't realize. So we were going down, I lost my footing and I fell. Oh my God. I realized that like I take one step off my board because I'm about to like get myself out of this little crevice area, and it goes up to my hips, and I'm like, holy fuck, oh my God. If you guys don't know, if you haven't gone snowboarding before, Powder is really nice to fall on. It's nice to glide through when you know what you're doing, like I finally do now, kind of. But it is horrible for if you get caught on the side in like a patch of ungroomed snow. You just have to like kind of climb out, and it's so tiring. And then you gotta get on your board and like kind of surf out. You like body surf out. It's so fucking awful. So this was even worse because I'm actually up to my hips in snow. I get my other foot off because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna find the floor and I'm gonna walk. I go up almost to my chest and I'm like, oh my God. I look over, there's this iced over kind of like part with like a part broken off of it. I look down, I don't know where the fucking floor is here. So I'm thinking I could fall into a cavern here that I didn't even know fucking existed. Terrifying, fucking terrifying. I start panicking. Hunter, he can see me, but he doesn't know what's going on. It takes me 20 minutes, like literally 20 minutes. Not like, oh, it felt like forever. Literally 20 minutes to like surf out of that little crevice area and like get to a place where I thought I could fucking like boot up again and put my board back on. I had both of my feet out. I was just like surfing on my board, like trying my best, and it was so tiring. I was so fucking tired. And I get to Hunter and he's like confused what happened. I finally told him, but he was like, why are you tripping so much? Like, what's going on? I'm like, dude, like this wasn't no normal like falling off the side and there's a little bit of powder and it's like, oh, it's tiring to get out of and that's annoying. It was like fucking sketchy, all right? And I had no idea. I just imagined like falling into a cavern and no one ever fucking sees me again. Like, what the fuck? I feel like that was a place that usually has markers marked off to not go, but since it was like Vail, they kind of let you do whatever. They just say like, hey, here's a jump. Like, they'll mark for jumps, and they'll mark for shit that's completely off limits. But this place had places to go on either side of this cavern, and there were like 2 or 3 lines. It was very untouched. It wasn't groomed. It was like crazy. I'm hearing something weird. But anyway, yeah, and another thing is I woke up this morning and now my itchy calves are kind of back. So I'm just stressed. Maybe itchy calves are from stress. I don't know. But I've just been trying to catch up with stuff. I've just been trying to like live, and I want my inspiration to come back. I want to not feel like there are little things around the condo that I've wanted to fix up, but I feel like I have to, for instance, like another fucking thing. I have to take my Jeep in. Hunter's Jeep is in for a death wobble because like the same parts keep like breaking. Usually they're aftermarket parts. But sometimes it's stupid. It's like, oh, the battery doesn't last very long. And it's all free because it's all under warranty. But it's so annoying. And now he had a problem. Now I'm having like the same problem at the same time. They're not getting back to me. And I'm like, yo, I need a rental because I have to do all these fucking chores and do all these things. And I'm so fucking stressed. I'm tired and I'm stressed. I don't know. There were other things I was going to tell you about. I was going to gush about. Like, my life is great. There are good things. Like, I got new extensions that actually kind of match my hair. Kristen Lene, my BFF, oh my God, she recommended these and they're so light. It's so nice. My hair's a little too greasy for it. I actually ran out of dry shampoo, so another little thing. But I've actually found myself being so frustrated lately that I start getting pissed off at like dumb shit, like people not going when the light turns green and stuff. And I know that I'm just like, it's not that bad. It's just like one thing after another. At this moment when I feel like I'm just really stressed right now and I just want to like chill and be happy and stuff, because there's a lot of stuff to be happy about. We just had a really amazing trip. We are getting on track with a lot of things. I'm very proud of myself with a lot of things. My life is overall pretty good, you know, like I'm living the dream. I really am. But like sometimes when it piles on you and sometimes when you feel like there's so many things to do and it's hard to even make a to-do list of it and you feel like you're not breaking even the surface of that to-do list. That's how I feel right now. And I know it actually feels nice to talk to you guys about it. So I'm sorry this didn't turn into a like, oh my God, we went to Vail and we did this, that, and the other. And it was so amazing. Because like it really was. We had such a great weekend. We got a little Airbnb and we snowboarded. We went shopping. We did a little boozy day, but it didn't get too boozy. Fucking zero fighting, zero drama. Nobody called and said my fucking condo's flooded like last year. It was really nice. Even the fucking drive was nice. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys go because I gotta drive home and I gotta fucking edit this stuff tomorrow. Gotta deal with the AC guy. Gotta decide if I'm doing a surgery. Hopefully. He's like, I was like, can you see it if I smile? And he's like, maybe. He like had me smile and he's like, oh yeah, you can kind of see that tooth. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, oh, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't want to stop sucking dick for a whole fucking month. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that. He said that there probably shouldn't be any dietary restrictions. So that's cool if I do it this way. Some people do it where they take the skin from the roof of the mouth. Anyway, very niche fucking thing that you need done. Most people have not even probably heard of it. That's my life right now. Thank you for listening, seriously. I feel like I need to get back to talking to you guys more because even though I can't make money on this platform, I really do love this and I love Twitch and I miss it so much, and that's the one link that's been missing. I keep saying it, but I feel like I'm like less myself when I don't have this outlet, when I don't get to be creative like this, when I don't get to just like bullshit. I hung out with Jay and I hung out with some of Hunter's friends that day that we stayed out too late. And I really was seeing how, like, Jay will just, like, make jokes that I used to make and not give a fuck about offending these, like, stupid people that are friends with Hunter or whatever. I am like, no, like, I want to really try to be friends with Hunter's friends. So I'm like trying to bridge the gap and be like, oh, yeah, Jay, of course what you said might be taken as rude. And, like, I don't know, like, a lot of them don't, not a lot of them, only, like, a couple of them find Jay abrasive or, like, just don't like him because he's the ex or whatever, which is stupid because we're all fine with it. Why wouldn't you be fine with it? But, yeah, it's just, like, I feel like I'm somewhat losing my, like, no bullshit attitude, trying to make sure that, like, I don't rock the boat with people who I just don't feel are on that level to be able to be objective enough to hear edgy jokes or take personal criticism. I'm just like, can we, like, just, they can't do it, so leave them alone, you know? And, like, prior, if I didn't care about, I used to not have ties to anyone but Jay, and I liked that. Because it meant that I could truly be myself and do whatever, and, like, the consequences never mattered to me. But now that they matter to Hunter and he matters to me, it's like, it's annoying. I really wish we could just get, like, some mutual friends together that are, like, more my speed, and then Hunter will like them too, because Hunter is, like, a middle ground between my speed and their very slow speed. So yeah, no hate to them. There's things to like about them. It's just, you know, I don't know. You probably know what I mean. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for listening to me. And put your stresses down in the comments. Let me know what you're dealing with right now, because it's good to vent. It's kind of like journaling if you're just using my comment section to talk to me. Bye, guys.